Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. We've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia.
What's up
Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. That's why he did.
The first carry down for
That's why he talking about, yo, call my jet yesterday. I said, nah, he tripping. I ain't even calling his phone.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Snell again. 3 yards on the pick.
He out there like
second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's going to go down again.
Yeah, I seen you yesterday taking Shane to the work.
What could the offense have done to adjust to the
right there on Island and Bartram. He was riding past like he just got off the expressway. I was in the work van.
You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh, yeah.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Roberts has it. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah. They send you a letter and everything.
It's Bates. And the stop will come inside.
I'm waiting for him to give us $2,000 a month for essential workers. That's all I'm waiting for.
So 3 plays.
That's what they trying. They trying to pass something to give this to us.
Now back to throw, and that is caught.
Well, I don't know how true it is.
Falcons from 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
She had the right deposit.
They come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And Detroit getting set to go now. So they punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
That.
Let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense.
I wish I'd have got some money from the state. The state ain't even offer me no money.
Strong running. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Haskins will throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities.
Go back to work.
But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Holding receiving team.
They rather smoke and smoke some weed and all that.
So
Get
this will
out.
be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Yeah, and I'll be like, no, I ain't got it.
It's a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Now a give, right side. Bates up past the 25 to the 26.
All they got to do is go online and do it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Yeah, I definitely not calling.
Lions an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hart. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down now. It's Bates, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on third down with Brown. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Haskins looking to throw on first down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here. They'll run on first down. It's Bates. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Draw play, and it's Snell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Roberts got it.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. He's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And safety Keanu Neal there to knock that one free. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Now Haskins. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He only has a single solo carry, numero uno, second quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry, that takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. It's caught by Roberts. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll drop to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their cornerback with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So we come upon the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Fielded about a yard deep. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They'll keep it on the ground. Bates And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 41, Haskins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From midfield now, Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. O'Shane Ximines. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. O'Shane Ximines able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he's got his target. That's more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Detroit. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bates, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Bates, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
Holding, offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now Haskins to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise? Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing across the defensive front. Instead of linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he gets going. Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it. And that one never wanted to come back.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back to throw.
At this stage, you've got to hustle.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with time running out. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.